talked about solving two-step equations, but now let's talk about solving a two-step equation with fractions. I'll take us through this one. Now, when you see fractions, you might panic a little bit. Most people do. Not many people out there like fractions. So what we're going to do is, before we start, let's just get rid of all the fractions. Now, we need to be a little bit creative with how we do this. So let's think about it. I know that if I take this 3 over 2 and I multiply it by 2, or 2 over 1, the 2 in the numerator and the denominator are going to cancel each other out. And then I'm just left with 3 over 1, or 3. So the fraction's gone. That's great. But I can't just multiply by 2 out of the blue like that. So let's keep thinking. Now I also see another fraction that I need to cancel out. So let's apply that same thinking. If I multiply by the denominator of 4, there's a 4 in the numerator, 4 in the denominator. Those will reduce each other down. And then that fraction is eliminated, which is great. But I can't just multiply by 4 randomly like this. What I have to do is think of one number that I want to multiply by, and then multiply everything on the left and everything on the right of the equation by that number. You're only allowed to do something if you do it to both sides of the equation. So I want both of these fractions to cancel out, meaning I need a number that reduces with 2 and with 4. So the number I'm going to pick is 4, because when I multiply by 4 here on this left fraction, the 4 and the 2 will reduce each other, and that fraction will cancel out. And of course, we already saw if I multiply the right by 4, the 4 will reduce. Now remember, I said you have to multiply everything. If you're going to multiply, you have to multiply everything. So I'm going to take this 4 and distribute it to both terms on the left. So what I end up with is 4 times my fraction minus 4 times 3b. And then on the right hand side, I've got 9 over 4 times 4. So now I'll start reducing. On the left, I have 3 over 2 times 4, so I can reduce the 2 and the 4, and I'm left with just a 2 in the numerator. 2 times 3 is then 6, minus 4 times 3b is going to give me 12b, equals, and on the right hand side I'll reduce, 4 and 4 reduce, and I'm left with just 9. So now we've got ourselves to just a pretty basic two-step equation. We've talked about isolating the term that has the variable in it, so I need to get rid of the 6 first. So to do that, I need to subtract my 6. I've got negative 12b equals 3. And now I can undo that multiplication by dividing by negative 12. So b equals negative, and when I reduce this fraction, I get 1 and 4, so I get negative 1/4. So b is negative 1/4. So that's an option when you're solving fractions. If you see the fractions and you panic a little bit, you can multiply everything in your equation by a common denominator and cancel your fractions out, and things get a lot more friendly after that. So I hope that helped. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.